Okay, we're going to look at number 2, which is the standard form of a quadratic equation. And that looks like ax squared plus bx plus c. So if you look at number 2, we can tell that our a is actually -1. It's that coefficient in front of the quadratic term. The b is 4. And the c is 1. So you should be able to tell, does my parabola open up or down? And the way that we were able to tell is by looking at that A. So that's still the case, okay? Does my parabola open up or down? Since A is negative, notice right here, since A is negative, this is going to open down. So I'm just going to do a little sketch. You should also then know that that vertex, where that vertex is, that's going to be a maximum value. Just like if for some reason you had a parabola that was opening up, that vertex would be a minimum. It would be your lowest point. And when your parabola is opening down, you're going to have that highest point. So now we need to talk about the vertex. Well, since it's not in vertex form, if we could find the line of symmetry, that would help us, because we know that every parabola, when you draw in the line of symmetry, it always goes through the vertex. So we have the equation for the line of symmetry, x equals -b over 2a. So I'm going to start with that. On number 2, I have x equals -b, well, b happens to be 4, over 2a. So that's going to simplify to x equals -4 over -2, which is x equals 2. And what that's going to tell me is that's going to be my axis of symmetry. Well, I know that the axis of symmetry has to have my vertex. So I know my vertex will now be 2, because x is 2, and then something. Well, how do I find that y value? I look back at my equation. Okay, this is assuming I'm not using my calculator. F of x equals negative, I'm going to plug in whatever x is, and in this case x is 2. And then I have plus 4 times whatever x is, which is 2, plus 1. So then I'm going to simplify that. That looks like -4 plus 8 plus 1, which is going to be 5. So my vertex, I wrote it incorrectly, my vertex is 2, 5. So now I can plot my point. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my vertex. And since I know my vertex is on that axis of symmetry, now I can do my other points. I might go 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Remember, you can use your intercepts if you want. So like if you want to find the y-intercept, that looks like it's going to be 0, 1, because I just plug in x is 0. Then I know that my parabola always has symmetry, so that's going to give me another point 2 units away from that line of symmetry. So I do like you to use 5 points. So I would do, at least one in between. So let's say you put in 1. That looks like you're going to have a -1 plus 5. So it looks like you're going to have 4. And then you can draw in your parabola. So keep in mind, just as a review, there's kind of 5 things to look for. Once you determine does it go up or down, let's find the vertex, either by using the vertex form or that axis of symmetry to find the x value, and then plug in your y value. You can use your intercepts. So we didn't use the x-intercepts here, but you can. We did use the y-intercepts. And then don't forget that your parabola has symmetry. So those are just some helpful ways that if you are doing it by hand, that you can graph either in vertex form or standard form.